What is going on, you dead set legends? And welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one arm wrestling podcast in the world. I am your host, the Aussie Arm Wrestler, and I'll tell you what, a quick shout out to the one and only, the Hookmaster, Ivan Matyashenko. A few hours ago, about 6.5 hours ago, Ivan was on the show, and I think he speaks English better than I do. Huge shout out to him. He was great. Came on the show. I had to get up nice and early for that one to get the podcast going. If you get a chance, check it out later. Also whipped out another video, but I'm just under, what have I got? About 19 and a half hours before my plane leaves, before I head over to Dubai. We are here. Going to tell you everything you need to know about King of the Table and answer any questions that you guys might have about King of the Table. There's a lot going on. It's got a lot of critics about it this time, people saying it's not worth the money. Hopefully some of these things will change your idea about the product. I think one of the facts that you need to know just might help. It might change everything, and we'll go from there. Also, while you're here, I've started being a bit more consistent on my other channel. A bit of fun, Aussie calls it. I'm going to try and make sure I have at least one video a week. I've already got 2 more lined up when I get back from Dubai. I'm going to try and get some more fails, some more sports stuff. Speak about, I don't know, anything and everything. The Olympics, fails. Get your suggestions in there. But if you head over to it, Aussie calls it. I want to make sure that, as you can see here, that it's up and about and all the fun stuff there, mate. Pillow fighting, I'm all over it. Car jiu-jitsu, whatever. Even did the old beer can to the head. Just got to make sure, if I stick my face in the thumbnail, if I don't, whatever happens, it happens. Get over and check it out. Right. Thank you very much, Drew. He's in there. Says, show your love and sub now. It is awesome. Who else is hanging about? Red Hot Chili Peppers. What's happening? Roy's in the chat. We've got Dangerous. Oh, he's up there saying Ready Bang, but he's also with Andy Becker, Queenslander, and then some guy giving me a thumbs up. Apologies that I don't know your YouTube name. I just don't speak it. Well, we'll get into it because I don't have a long show going today. So if you're up and about, quickly tell all your friends that we're live now. Let's make it a bit of fun. But you guys are here. So let's get on with it. Everything you need to know. Well, we'll kick it off with the press conference time. Now, I worked out that there is a typo on this one here. So where it says 11 p.m. Eastern, it is supposed to be, I think, 11 a.m. Eastern, because it is 8 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. 8 p.m. Gulf Standard Time. So to give you context, Gulf Standard Time right now, just got a fun message. Where are we? So in Dubai right now, it is 3:34 a.m. and 6:34 p.m. No, so yeah, I think it's supposed, no, wait. So when it's 8 p.m. in Dubai, so in 4.5 hours, 16.5 hours, so 4.5 hours. Yeah, it'll be 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Press conference. Also, it's going to be on Core Sports and Devon's channel. So make sure, get both open. Get in whatever chat you want. But get in nice there. The Metal. We missed you yesterday, buddy, during the fun caption game. Good luck on your match at Winter Blast. If we get time, Metal, I reckon we should get you and your opponent on the show. I think, because I like your Metal. And I want to help the 98%. So we might do something there. Ready, bang, bro. Love it. Love it. Does King of the Table give you first class tickets? No. So, 3 reasons. One, it does always cost promoters a lot of money to fly me out because I'm not just up the road. It's not a domestic flight. It's not a 4-hour flight, although Dubai's a little bit different. I don't get first class tickets. 2, I'm only 5'10.5". I don't require first class tickets. And 3, most promoters know that just pay me. Just pay me. I will sit with the plebs in the back. I got no problem being all squished up if you get to give me all that first class money. I don't need to fly fancy. I got 2 daughters. I just need cash money. So, yeah, I don't fly first class, and I'm not I don't do it. I've done it once, thanks to Tim Talmadge. He upgraded me once. So now I can say I've flown first class, but no, I don't do it there. I know a lot of athletes negotiate things a bit differently. So everything you need to know. So 8 p.m. Gulf Standard Time, 11 a.m. EST, Core Sports and Devon Larratt's channel. Including with all this, it usually starts at the same time, the show. Joe, I just read your message on Messenger. You made me chuckle. And, yeah, 50-50. 50-50. So 11 a.m., we rock and roll then. The events will start roughly at the same time. An hour before the event will be the pre-show. We're still deciding what channel. I'll take that back. I've put my name in the ring. I said, hey, why don't you help me out? Let's have the pre-show on my channel. I run it. I take care of it. Let's have it on my channel. And so we're going to talk about it when I get there. I don't decide, so I shouldn't say we decided, but we're not sure. They aren't sure what channel it is going to be on. So look for it. Probably 99 times out of 100, these events all start at the same time. $20 US for it, 100% worth it. It is definitely 100% worth it. Regardless of what you think, even talking with Ivan this morning, he's just like, arm wrestling's just so good at the moment. Like, you just never know. Fact number 2, just quickly, Captain Obvious, I fly out in 20 hours. 19 and a half hours. 19 and a half hours, and then I'm on a plane. So for context, it's 10:40 a.m. I leave 6 a.m. tomorrow. And it takes me 13 hours to get there. Now, this one, you can spread the word on this one. I'm not even bothered about any backlash. Engen helps book the matches. If you watched my Matt Mars versus Derek Smith, I believe they both said, I know Derek said that it was Engen that rang him up and offered the match. Other athletes have mentioned. So, people who really like Engen's matchmaking, well, he's basically taking the reins. I wouldn't say he's in full control, but he's in there helping with the matches. So for those people like, oh, East versus West, the better booked matches and rah-rah, just know it's basically the same bloke booking them all. So for those that really enjoy Engen's booking, which I think 100% of us do when it comes to matchmaking, just know it is part of both sides of the spectrum. Both sides. So yeah, he's in there and he's working with Don. Let's book this match. Let's book this match. Don probably gives the final yay or nay, and they work together because it's all, we know that they've gone into partnership together. So, yeah, regardless of what you think of the guy personally, yes, a lot of the matches that he's booked have been fantastic, have been brilliant. Ha! Retro Rice is in the house. He says, you're not 5'10" and a half, bloke. You're barely Joe Rogan's height on a good day. How tall is Joe Rogan? How tall is Joe Rogan? In feet. In 5'8". Well, Retro Rice, I could then, if I'm as tall as Joe Rogan, you're about the size of Willow. I'll put a photo up. I hate paper straws, unknown arm. I hate paper straws. But actually, let's just change that to there. So, yeah. So for me personally, if I'm looking straight at putting matches together, I think it's a great thing. You can experiment with King of the Table. I think they've got some good matches there. You can have some qualifications. You can get, you can have, if you want, you can have all the championship matches on East versus West, and then you can have contender matches at King of the Table. So like Tobias and Wagner, winner of that propels themselves into the top 10, maybe top 5, or knocking on that door for top 5. We gotta work that out there. So I'm big on that. I'm big on that. I like it. I hope there might be other people into it, but I think it's really cool. Quick question here. What are your thoughts about Travis as a commentator and a potential co-commentator? I think Travis is great. I really do. I think he's one of the best storytellers ever. He has one problem, and I believe I've told him he has one problem. If I'm watching a match and I've got two of the best in the world watching the match, if they're great, say they're top 5, and then I've got the commentator saying that he'd whoop both of them, I'm not invested into that match. Because why do I care if the guy sitting in the chair can whoop them both? But I think he's a great storyteller. Everyone loves him because his first event, he hung shit on Monster Michael Todd, berated him. So everyone's like, well, he's the best. So, but if I worked with Travis, I would be the Gary Payton to his Sean Kemp. I would just, the Kobe to his Shaq. I would just be throwing him alley-oops. I think I can propel Travis Bajan to an even better commentator working with him. Hey, James, what's happening, buddy? We need to work out a time when I get back. Get you Mate Orangi on the show. Talk about your big, super heavyweight match. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Let's get in there. Joe Rogan is about as tall as a vacuum cleaner. A couple of quick questions here, and then we will roll on. Is Neil joining you at King of the Table? I'm not sure. I've heard that he's going. I hope he's going. I've never worked with Neil. When I initially started, that was like my goal. Me and Neil, WAL, and then, of course, the world shut down. But, yeah, if Neil's going, that's fantastic. I would really love to work with him. Absolutely. He's the greatest in our sport. He's like, for 20, 30 years, he was the guy, the man in the booth. It's like having a match with John Brasink or meeting John Brasink. John Brasink's the man. And for me, a guy who lives and breathes commentating, study commentating, that's the same. I'd love to work with Neil, 100%. Jeremy Parker, what's up? What's up? Pseudonym, how you going, mate? He's hanging about being awesome. Hit the like, folks. Hit the like. No, Levan won't be going. Won't be going. I hope I'm wrong, but no, he won't be going, I don't think. Right. Let's roll on to the next one. So this isn't like breaking news or anything, but if you hear people saying King of the Table booking's bad, well, it's basically the same person as East versus West. I think it can only benefit. It can only benefit the sport. Next thing you need to know, for those that love the rules meaning what happens is we all go to the space for the press conference where they have it all set up. Then from there, we film the rules meeting before and try and do it all in one go, and then we go eat dinner and something like that. So we film the rules meeting there. We don't do the rules meeting live. I mean, they can change it if they want. I'm not in charge, but we don't do the rules meeting live because there's so many people with questions and trying to focus on the rules so it benefits them. King's move, can I do this? Early goes, things like that. And because it's different, referees every time, there could be different interpretations. So as much as the rules meeting can be a bit bland, they are necessary because they're different refs. So rule set is usually the same. But no, it's good. So I'll be interested for that. So then keep an eye out on Core Sports' channel, because after the press conference, a few hours later, you'll get the rules meeting and hopefully everyone can check it out. Guys in the chat, are you a fan of the rules meeting? Let me know. Are you a fan of the rules meeting? Hit me up. Hit me up. We'll see if it's good. So yeah, rules meeting is filmed before the press conference. A few more. So the athletes get very, very busy. So this is more behind the scenes type stuff. Usually there's short interviews for Instagram and shorts. Then they usually sit with Ray for the Core Sports channel, and Ray will do an interview with them. Then there's usually, if there's time or if I feel it's necessary, I'll do an interview with them. And because there's other channels there, Auden has a channel, Arm Wrestling Whisperer has a channel, Reno Masic has a channel, Matt Mask has a channel, I have a channel, Arm Wrestling, did I say Arm Wrestling Whisperer? Vitali has a channel. So just about everyone has a channel. So I'm going to work with all the guys to work out how we can get fresh content on every channel. Like, I want to work with the guys there. It's nice to have the video. I don't usually watch them, though. I don't watch the rules meeting every time, but I'm always glad it happens. I have to concentrate during the rules meeting. Don't care to watch the rules meeting. Roy watches them. What else have we got? Bob watches them. Bob Loblaw. No matter how many rules meeting I watch, I just get excited about what new rules there are. Tends to be new rules at every event, that is for sure. I don't really like King of the Table rules and refs. They are way too inconsistent and confusing with their decisions. I don't know. Disagree with you, Brockton Dog, but that's the beauty of it. We all have different eyes. a whispering interview with the Whisperer. Well, it'd be good if we can sit down and do something, because you can have the loudest bloke with the quietest bloke. I'll just put the microphone more on his side of the table. What else have we got? Rules meeting is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. That's cool. Right, let me just quickly fix a few things. So I'm down with that. Let me just... There we go. Okay, where are we? So so they have a whole heap of interviews. Also, while you're there, because there's so many content creators going to be at this event, what sort of content do you want on my channel? If I get time, I will take, I can't remember who said it yesterday, but I've got to find a tape measure and I'll measure everyone's head. I think that'll be great. Good matches on the card. Should finish with a quick tourney. 1K for the winner. Yeah, he does ask. He does ask so much. Needs to get him all his own way. I've been in a rules meeting with Devon. Got a bit. Hey, David, Mark. It got a bit hectic even when the cameras were off. But if the cameras are off, then we're on. Yep, we'll do that. Behind the scenes interacting is usually a goal. Just don't get involved in more fights. I can't see anyone fighting at this one. But so far, 2 fights. One almost having my head squished. And then during an event, Voivoda had a crack at someone in the crowd. So awesome. So heaps of good stuff there, that's for sure. Then we roll on with some good points here. Reno and Barcho is 110 kilo weight limit. People have been wanting to know what's going on with this one. And go there. So you want to see them officially weigh in. I'll talk about that in a moment. Let me just, because we're there. So Reno Masic has dropped 6 kilos for this event, and Barcho has put on 12. Usually when he's at WAF, he pulls in the 100 kilos. When he pulled Adam Warinsky, he was 95 kilos. So I'm going off the 95 kilos. He's now 107 and will probably get to 110 before the match starts. But 110 kilos, that's a lot of weight to put on. And Reno's can just be a couple of missed meals and a water cut for the 6 kilos. So I think Reno's got the advantage over that. Barcho is looking big, but let's see how it goes. I'll see if I can get 10, 15 minutes with Jody. All of them, Jeremy, all of them. I've never been to a bad event. They're all great. They all have their unique thing about them. Oh, I'm going here. That's exciting. Oh, I've been booked here. I love it when they do that. Oh, this one's going to be fun. Yeah, they're all brilliant. They're all brilliant. Heights for Matt and Derek. Yeah, dangerous. I'm with you as well. Nah, so a lot of stuff I can't do after the match. So the event will finish at about 11 p.m. when we're there, and I fly out 9 a.m. the next day. So I won't be there too long. I won't be there. I won't be there too long. So yeah, the 110 kilo weight limit. Then there's, of course, the weight loss and weight difference. weight gain to get there in the middle. Does that slow Barcho down? Will that increase his strength? Only time will tell. I mean, that's a really good X factor on why people should buy the pay-per-view and should just get, I mean, Reno and Barcho alone is worth the $20, in my opinion, $20 American. I like the YouTuber match, Orton versus Arm Wrestling Whisperer. Yeah, because there's so many amazing pullers. So many amazing pullers. So why not showcase as many as we can? We need people to contend the top guys. The top guys need a rest because you've got to understand, we had East versus West in January. We're now in February. Now, a lot of the matches people are screaming for, these guys need a break. They need a break. So then, all right, well, who else have we got? And because they've got to time it carefully because they're going to have 8 events every year if you put King of the Table and East versus West together. I like the rules show. Shows some good insight into contentious issues. Interesting to see the competitors conject once in a while. Pushes the sport development. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, yeah. So I like this matchup. Get excited for it. It's going to be good. And there was something. I forgot to put a graphic for this one. So the official weigh-ins are usually 24 hours beforehand. Now, depending on some athletes, it can be agreed. They can work out a time to be agreed upon. So, like I've turned up to events and, they weigh in 24 hours beforehand. Some have weighed in on the day, like first thing in the morning. But all weight is legit for like a Reno and a Barcho match, because Barcho doesn't want to lose. So he'll make sure that Reno weighs 110 kilos, at a particular time. Matt and Derek don't have a weight limit. I don't think Lachlan and Arabuli have a weight limit. Wagner and Tobias don't have a weight limit. Dave and Vitali don't have a weight limit. So, yeah. Okay. All right, read that. Right. So thanks for that, Brian. But yeah, if we can get someone to film them all, it's really hard because I'm usually the last person there. So like Lachlan's on his way now, Orton, Whisperer, Ray, Derek, they're already there. I don't know when Robbie gets there. I think Wagner gets there in the next few hours. He might be on his way. But yeah, I'm usually the last one to get there. So some of these things beforehand, yeah, it could be interesting to get around. What else do you need to know, guys? What else? This one is huge. You've got to understand, when you are a world-class athlete, arguably at one stage the strongest man in the world, even though Dave won on fouls, he still beat Dennis Saplenko. Got Dennis onto the B side with his strong pressure. Dave Chaffee is a competitive beast. Do not let his calm persona think of anything different. Dave Chaffee is an animal, and he takes the matches very seriously. He's not turning up for just a payday. Dave honestly believes he can win every single match. I've been very fortunate enough to spend a bit of time with Dave, and I speak to, I rode in the car when he lost to Devon. I was there when he lost to Camille. And yeah, just spending time with Dave I was there when he pulled Vitali and everyone wrote him off. I was in his corner. He won. You're welcome. But yeah, Dave's an animal. Dave's an animal. That's why if someone can drop the link of the video I put out a couple of hours ago, hope you can all watch it when you get a chance. It really, yeah, it's kind of bad when people are like, "Oh, Dave's only in it for a paycheck. He doesn't want to be around the sport anymore. He's just doing it. He's easy money." But if Dave Chafee's healthy, we've got something good going. Now, I've just had an attachment sent to me. Oh, no. Okay. No, that's a press conference time guide. They just resend the press conference time guide to me. Okay. Yeah. Now, if Dave is feeling good, then because Vitali's taken some time off, trying to get into a full-time arm wrestler, stop trucking. I think he might even be the manager of his job now, but he's taken a step back from work. He's going to come in real heavy, 140 kilos I think he'll weigh. Now, I'll see if I can bring a scale to the event, and I'll get people to weigh in after the press conference because, just off camera, hey, can I borrow you for a minute? Weigh in. That's closed. They've eaten. So you can just see the difference between you come in at 115 kilo and then you come in at 120 kilo when the match starts, But, I hope Dave's healthier as well so we can see a great rematch. Man, if history repeats itself, as you guys are saying, can lightning strike twice? Let me know in the comments. Can lightning strike twice? Could be good. It could be good. I'm ready for him. As we roll on, a win for Lachlan is more important than you think. Yes, when it comes to super matches, everyone's like, "Oh, Australia is garbage. Australia sucks." They're not good on the international stage. They shouldn't get matches. One, Lachlan should. He'll give you an entertaining match. He'll call the other athlete out. Called Krasy a pussy at the last one. Lachlan's going all in. Now, not only if Lachlan gets a win, but he gets a win over a Georgian. I don't care who you are. If you beat an athlete from the country of Georgia, you're a rock star. You are a rock star. See you, Metal. Take care, buddy. Thanks for jumping in on the show. Phil Woody. How you going, mate? Hope all is well in your world, you superstar. So, I love it. So Lachlan beating a Georgian, then it opens up a lot more exciting super matches for Lachlan. We don't want him sliding down the rankings. Lachlan wants to climb the rankings. Lachlan is a hungry man. He wants to be the best he can. He would love to crack the top 10 in his division. He would love to just climb and climb and climb. He has passion. He has drive. He's now under a contract, so he gets some guaranteed cash. This win will be very, very important. Hey, Benji, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well, mate. So that it is an incredible win if he can do it. Lachlan prefers to pull a king of the table. Also, it's a 13-hour flight compared to a 30-hour flight to Turkey. So that will play a significant role. And it's only one flight for us. One flight. Yes. It's only one flight. While you all smash the like button for me. Yeah, so it's only one. Yeah, one there. So I'll be keen. Then it starts. So if Lachlan wins, it then starts to get some other Aussie arm wrestlers, some other people down under, just a bit of a look in. Like, oh, okay, shit, Lachlan's cracking wrists over here. If Lachlan did a tour of America, he'd do really well. He would do really well. He's done well over in the States. What, he beat Pavlo left and Austin Jennings right a couple of years ago? So maybe that's where Lachlan needs to go after this. But yeah, I am definitely down for that. This next match, I believe Coach Ray has a lot riding on him. Coach Ray is a phenomenal coach. Coach Ray is a great commentator. He can fill in for announcing. He can fill in for announcing. He can translate well and things like that. He wears a lot of hats. The one thing Ray loves to do is compete first, do the rest later. So for me, this is very important because if Ray keeps turning up to events, lost to Doug Ehrlich, lost to Engen, if he now loses to a relatively unknown Robbie Carstendike, that will hurt his chances, in my opinion. I mean, with Ray's social media status, he's always going to get booked. But people forget about his amazing win streak, his amazing 2022. People are like, oh, he's lost his last 2 matches. Ray goes and competes in tournaments around the world, dominates. I've seen Ray pull in action in tournament and super match format. Guy's strong. The guy is strong. So, for me, a lot rides on this one. It has to. And Coach Ray will be a bit... Coach Ray will be a bit different this weekend. When you spend time with Ray as a competitor than a commentator, Ray's a lot more serious because he takes arm wrestling very seriously. He wants to be a competitor first, commentator, interviewer, everything second. Ricky, what's going on, mate? How are you doing? So Robbie's one of the main sponsors, Body by Robbie, part of the Vitasol Logitech team. Recently beat Froda Haugland in a awesome match. What else have we got? Rolly wins in a close match. I'm in arm wrestler. How you doing, buddy? Will you ever see me pull a king of the table? Probably not. It'd have to be really good money. And I only say that because my body's cooked. Got arthritis, titanium hip. I need two or three other things replaced on my body. I put all of my heart and soul into the YouTube and the commentating, even though it's a very dry patch at the moment. Getting booked everywhere, so I'm very, very happy. I put all my focus into that. So training misses out at times. I'll have matches, like I competed in Norway. I'm going to have some super matches here in Australia with people at my club. But no. Yeah. No. Well, no. No, not really. But never say never. Never say never. One of my last points, and then we'll get to some questions for you guys. If there's anything else you want to know, is I have no idea about the ring girls, and I do not care about the ring girls. yet. So I don't know if they're coming. I get a lot of messages, a lot of comments. Everyone has a lot of fun with this. Then, yeah, I don't know if there'll be ring girls this time. I can't even remember if they're at the last King of the Table. But we'll have to wait and see. It is interesting how much. Yeah, it is interesting how much I get asked about this on the regular. So just a quick recap, if you were here, everything you need to know, and then get your questions in now. And if you're watching this later, I'll try and answer them. Press conference time roughly starts around the same as match day. It's going to be on Core Sports and Devon's channel. Engen's been helping book the matches. Rules meeting is filmed right before the press conference, released the next day. Athletes have about 2-3 interviews, sometimes even more prior to the match. Reno and Barcho is 110 kilo weight limit. Reno has dropped. Barcho has gained. Dave Chafee 100% takes every match seriously. Every match seriously. A win for Lachlan is more important than you think. Coach Ray has a lot riding on this match, and I have no idea about the ring girls. There you go. So we'll go for about another 5 or so minutes, guys. I've got a lot to do before I head off to, I want to spend some time with my family before I go away for a few days. I've got to do a couple of other things. So if you've got any questions, let's do some quick fire questions about King of the Table. Everything that you need to know. I think they're great points. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know who I'm technically working with. I assume Ray, because Ray's competing. But we will have to wait and see. I can't wait. I think 100% it is worth the $20. You're getting 7 matches. 7 matches that mean something. A few athletes you won't normally see. A few athletes you see all the time. A few athletes fighting for their careers. I think it's going to be awesome. I really do. And I'm there. So that helps. I hope. Doesn't it? I hope it does. Come on. Come on. Just get in there. How many ring girls would be appropriate? 0. That's my answer. I'm sure everyone will have different answers as well. Don't forget to watch my latest video. Vitali is in trouble. And then also head over to Aussie Calls It. Do we have any final questions? Let me know about King of the Table. Because this is, we want to keep people interested in watching it, because then if not, I have to make this a shorter show, and we'll get in there. Matty versus Derek is the match. All right, I'll wait just that little bit longer because I know there is a delay when I go from you and you go to YouTube, then you type it in and then it comes back to me. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, I'll wrap up the show there. You guys have been awesome. Please keep an eye on my channel. I'm going to try and film as much content as I can. Fun content, behind the scenes content, interviews, post-match thoughts. I'm going to try and get as much as possible. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you all on the weekend when I'm there at King of the Table. It's going to be fun. Can't wait. See you later, guys.